All praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the legmen, continually feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, in sincerity and truth, with this great gospel coming out of our Bible. And one thing we know that's coming through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, this knowledge and wisdom that we have gotten, is this civil unrest coming to Babylon the Great. Right, the greatest society that was created, right? Esau, Edom's last final kingdom, the greatest kingdom, which is here, America, right? Really, their military stronghold is about to collapse, right? This place of what business is about to collapse. This place of greatness is about to fall apart. And these people, what they about to turn on each other? They about to turn on each other. That's why the Lord had told us to come out of her. And you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive none of her plagues, right? And one of them plagues is what? All hell breaking loose in this society. These people turning on each other, the famine, the collapse of the currency, right? The civil unrest, the people shooting and killing each other, right? That's what's coming to Babylon the Great, right? This Luke 21:36 says, "Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass," right? And the prophet told you about the things that will come to pass, right? A house divided, city against city, neighbor against neighbor, right? A time where food will not be able to be found. The store is going to be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, right? The doors, right? That's the things that the scriptures speak about, right? The scriptures speak about it. In your churches, they're not talking about these things. What they talking about? Music. They talking about celebrities. They talking about BS, right? They trying to get you to vote. They're trying to get you to be part of a dying system, a collapsing society, right? It says here in the book of Luke 21:36, again, watch ye therefore and pray always, right? You're begging the Lord to preserve you from them times that's coming, that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man, because that's who's coming back. Yahweh Shai, and these devils, they keep talking about something's coming towards the earth at an alarming speed. Right, and they don't know what it is. They said it's maneuvering around stuff, right? Like it has a mind, right? It's being controlled, right? It's the Lord's chariots. The Lord is sending His Son back to what? Deliver and save His people from who? The hands of their enemies, right? Esau, Edom, and also the two goddamn thirds, right? You got Esau, Edom, the two goddamn thirds, man. They're in cahoots. Right, they done Jake done what? How can we say integrated into wickedness? This is the book of Psalm 6 and 9. It says, "The Lord have heard my supplication; the Lord will receive my prayer." And that's only for the elect of the children of Israel. Two parts of them shall be what? Cut off and die. There's no hope in salvation for two-thirds of our people, right? Because two-thirds of our people, the Lord already set them up to be what? Destroyed. They're not going to receive this knowledge. They're not going to receive this truth. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is not for the wicked Israelites of our people here in Babylon the Great. They're here to be what? Part of this society. That's why they're going to die with this fucking society. It says, "The Lord have heard my supplications. Supplication, the Lord will receive my prayer." This is the book of 1 Peter 4:1. "For as much," bear with me. Here we go. Acts 14:22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, right? Because guess what? It's about to get crazy out here. It's about to get crazy out here to the point you're going to feel like, man, the Lord done abandoned us, right? The Lord done abandoned us. And then guess what? In your faith possesses you your soul, and your patience possesses you your soul, right? You got to be patient. You got to suffer. Right, that's the thing with a lot of our people. They don't want to suffer. Right, you're going to have to fucking suffer. First off, we are still in captivity. We're supposed to be suffering. We're supposed to be being punished. Right? You don't let Esau's system make you think that you're free. Not knowing that, hey, guess what? You're still a slave until Yahweh Shai return. Until Yahweh Shai return, and the elect, guess what? We're going to have to come out of this fighting, right? Fighting for our salvation, right? You're going to have to push this gospel. You're going to have to feed the sheep. You're going to have faith. You're going to have to believe. You're going to have to continue to call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, while these people continue to get weaker and weaker, what it says the house of David is going to get stronger, right? Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Yeah, so we know tribulation is coming. We know bad times is coming. We know all hell is about to break loose on earth, and that's a good thing, because what we're preparing, man, these people ain't preparing, right? Just because you done got you some canned food goods, some weapons, right? You done moved into a place, off-grid place. No, that's not the real preparation. The real preparation is returning back to your power, right? It says, are Americans preparing for civil war, right? It says, while a traditional large-scale civil war is widely considered unlikely due to structural structural factors, right? And the system, the government, and the military, right? Nah, these people ain't gonna do nothing. That's how they feel. But it says a growing number of Americans are preparing for political violence and civil unrest, right? Concerns are driven by heightened political polarization and division, right? And division. I'm reading the book of Mark 3, and let's go to Mark 3 and 24. It says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. This kingdom is totally divided against itself. Totally divided against itself. You got a man in power right now. What he's passing legislations that's ready to destroy this kingdom. Right? Who's working those fields that the migrants used to work? Who's working those jobs the migrants used to work? Right? All money is being spent into what militarization of what Babylon the Great. Right? This place is being destabilized. Right? The jobs are vanishing. Right? Opportunity is vanishing. The churches are dying. Right? Businesses are dying. And guess what? People are fucking fleeing because they know something bad is coming. They know something bad is coming. It says, if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have what, an end. And that's what we're looking at. We're looking at the end of it. Satan's society. Right? Satan's society is about to collapse through what, a civil unrest, while traditional large-scale civil war is widely considered unlikely due to structural factors. A growing number of Americans are preparing for what, political violence and civil unrest. Concerns are driven by heightened political polarization and division, and while some experts fear could lead to more frequent and sporadic acts of domestic violence rather than a conventional armed conflict, right? Guess what? We've been having that. You see them Edomites. Esau been going crazy, man, shooting up places, blowing up places, right? There's been a lot of violent Edomite acts against other Edomites, right? This can include a rise in political violence, right? Then they blow up a judge's house, then they kill 2 politicians, then they shoot at the president, right? It says, but not a large-scale organized battle between armies. And guess what? They don't know what the fuck they talking about. Esau the president is sending armies to these cities right now.
There is a severe judgment coming to USA.
Tem severo julgamento vindo.
There is a severe judgment coming to USA.
Tem severo julgamento vindo aos Estados Unidos.
The United States is about to break, and nobody is willing to talk about it. If we as a country don't make a change here, we are cooked. The media doesn't give it the attention it deserves. Politicians won't say it out loud. But our country, it's drowning.
Go! Go!
He's not doing anything. Wow. Big tough guys. Big tough man. Thank you. Big tough guys. She's getting your side. Give me a sign. Fall down. Guys, stay back, right? You're gonna need. Yeah, you're gonna got me earlier. You have to. It's gonna got me earlier. You have to. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
Right, and it is only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse because these people don't understand the times that they're living in, right? They don't understand the situation that they're facing, right? We're at the end of Esau's society, and Esau knows it's the end of the society. Revelation 12:12 said, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having what? Great wrath, because he knoweth that his time, he knoweth that he have but a short time, right? Time is short. Time is short. He know he got to implement the RFID chip. He got to get his World War III going. He got to lock down the system, because in his mind, he thinking his system, his world is going to continue. Not knowing the Lord's about to destroy everything that he done built. Shalom.